Shalom. I'm your brother Kaya from GMS Camp out here in Phoenix, Arizona. First and foremost is I want to give his all praise, all glory, and honor is to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem HaKodash. Of course, I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that have taught us the truth and rule well. Also want to say Shalom to the 144,000. Also want to say Shalom to the speckled bird out there, even though you may look like the heathen, but are not the heathen. Also want to say Shalom to the Akwath and to the Akim out there. I was on TikTok earlier and came across this, the shameful glory for Esau Edom. We live in a time where war is going to break loose right now. We live in a time of prophecy, but we're also living in a time, the revealing of the wickedness of the Edomites, the Idumeans, that cause themselves Caucasians today, that cause themselves white today. I'm going to let this guy go in and he's going to say a little bit about what they have done. So bear with me, Israel.
As I look at this panel, but you have to realize that, yes, the involvement of violence in black folks comes from that long history that the president was talking about, that we have to remember that we learned from some of the best. There some white boys came over here that did the first beheadings in Point Coupee, Louisiana, where I'm from. Slave insurrection, that was the way you dealt with it. Tuskegee syphilis incident. We're going to see how black men die if they have syphilis, but we pretend we treat them with penicillin, and we're just going to watch the pathology of how they die. Now, that wasn't back 200 years ago. That was 1930 to 1974. We're talking about giving these wonderful blankets to Native Americans infected with smallpox as they walked on that trail of tears just to see how they die and to eliminate their population so we can take all of that land. So the violence that is in America has come from a very learned position that was brought here by some Caucasian folks. All right? So
now just that little bit that he has said, and that's just the tip of the iceberg of what they've done. It shows that at the end of the day, these devils are not going to escape their judgment. This is shameful glory upon them. I'm quite sure this isn't an old video, but the time that all of them upon that panel, how they must have felt, the Edomites, either two things: they felt nervous about it, or they didn't give a rat's ass, because he spoke facts about what Esau Edom has done. The scriptures go into that Esau Edom is as death when you go into the book of Habakkuk. That this man is as death. And not just he's death. Look what he's done to the children of Israel. Look at all the things that he has done to us. And, the scriptures go into telling us to forget not what this devil has done. Even though, 2/3 of our people, a lot of our people have forgotten. It's the, forgive them, let it be. It's not that big of a deal. All those sorts of things. But you know what? It's a big deal to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's a big deal to the elect out of the house of Israel, for all the things that Esau Edom has done. So the first scripture I want to get right. And if you hear a lot of noise in the back, Salaki, it's Kirby tearing up her scratch pole, just in case you hear it. What scripture was I thinking? It said, forget not. Matter of fact, that's in the book of Psalms. That's Psalm 74. And we're going to get verse 23, and let's see what it says. And bear with me, Israel. We'll get there. Psalm 74 and 23. Forget not the voice of thy enemies, the tumult of those that rise up against thee increases continually. What did he tell you? Forget not the voice of thy enemy. The voice, the things they said, the things they've done, and the things that they continue to do. As I was saying earlier, this was just the tip of the iceberg of what that gentleman was talking about. The trail of tears and the blankets, the Tuskegee Airmen. When we came over here in slave ships and how they had us on cargo ships on what was it called? The Great Jesus. How they had us piled up on top of each other. And then not just that, how they were eating us, how they were raping our women. All the things that Esau Edom has done is coming to the forefront. At the end of the day, we are seeing this devil for what and who he is. And guess what? Everybody else is seeing it. There was an old movie. Maybe not that old. And I'm trying to think what movie it is. I believe it's the last or one of the Ip Man And that's, Donnie Yen, the little martial art movie. And this little Asian girl said something to the Caucasian kids. She said, like, basically, your history is misconstrued. Your history is nothing but wickedness and evilness. We remember what you did to the blacks, to the Negroes, and whatnot. All the wickedness that y'all done. And of course, in the movie they try to fight her and everything and whatnot. And she put, foot to face and whatnot. But nevertheless, even the heathen know what Esau, Edom has done. It's not that they're not guilty. It's not that they're not guilty, but they know the wickedness that Esau, Edom has done. Matter of fact, the scriptures talk about that, Esau, Edom have a perpetual hatred. This is something that Jake don't understand. This is not a hatred because of our skin color. This goes all the way back to Jacob and Esau and those blessings. That this devil has a perpetual hatred. And when he said, basically after his father dies, that he would kill his brother Jacob. And guess what's about to happen pretty soon? He's going to get that. He's going to get a taste of that when Jeremiah 30:7 hits on 2/3 of Israel. But we're talking about what these devils have done to the children of Israel, and they're going to pay for it. Matter of fact, let's go here. What scripture was I thinking? Psalms, right? This is in Psalms. Bear with me. Psalm 71, right? In verse 10 and 11. And let's get it. This is Psalms 71, verse 10. For my enemy speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, God hath forsaken him. Persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. So at the end of the day, what were they saying? They lay wait for our souls. They took counsel. They came together. When you're going, what is that? Psalms 83rd chapter? Was that 1-7? Which includes the heathen, but Esau, Edom was the ringleader. Then they said, well, Yahweh has forsaken him. Persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. At the end of the day, yeah, of course, through the past and times, things that we went through for our punishment, these devils had a hand on us. And you see the things that they're done. But see, they think they're going to get away with it. See, the Christians today, the Edomites today, what do you think they be saying? Well, that was in the past. It wasn't me. It was my ancestor. No, you are your ancestors, and you're going to pay for what you've done. Yahweh Shai said he's not going to acquit the wicked. Doesn't matter how many crocodile tears. Doesn't matter about any of that. Y'all are going to pay for what you have done. Matter of fact, y'all even thought that Yahweh Shai was a part of it. Matter of fact, what is that? The brother had gave it to me earlier. That's Psalms, what is that, 50? Psalms chapter 50 and verse 21. Let's get that. And I'll get to it. This is Psalms 50 and 21. Matter of fact, we'll start at verse 20. Psalms 50 and 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. Who do you think that's talking about? It's talking about Esau, Edom. Talks about Jacob. He slanders. Matter of fact, let me see something. I want to see something.
Strong's H 5414. Nathan.
Man. Nathan. To be put down, when you slander someone. I know that's like when you lie on someone too. You go off at the tongue. You say a lot, I'm trying to think. I'm sorry I didn't read some of the stuff. Let me see what's going on. I'm just kind of scroll. Oh, I guess that's all it gives. Okay, well, let's go back. But let's go back to a word where we Psalm 50 and 20. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. And Yahweh Shem Shai didn't say nothing. All the wickedness that Esau, Edom has done to the children of Israel, Yahweh Shem Shai sat back and let it happen. These things hast thou done, and I kept silent. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such and one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thy eyes. Meaning what? Yahweh Shem Shai sat back and watched. Matter of fact, look over to the right and let's get it in the NLT. Psalms 50 and 21. While you did all this, I remained silent, and you thought I didn't care. But now I will rebuke you, listing all my charges against you. All them charges are going to come against Esau, Edom, heathens included, but Esau, Edom is going to get it the worst. See, Esau, Edom has forgotten, or most people today still don't know who we are. They just can't believe that we are the Israelites. Our own people don't even consider. But the elect, we know who we are. Now, you got some 2/3 out there that know who they are and whatnot. But at the end of the day, let's go a little further, right? That these heathens and everybody else, hey, Esau, Edom, don't think we are who. I mean, let me say it like this. The lower life Edomites don't believe in who we are. We're just some black people. We're just some African Americans. We're just some disgruntled Negroes. Now, the elite of Esau, Edom know exactly who we are. We, matter of fact, what scripture was I thinking? Because, I got to get this. Let's go to Zechariah, right? Zechariah, right? Gotta get this. What's that, Zechariah? Man, hold on, y'all. You know what? I'm jumping. Hold on, y'all. Let's get to another scripture before we go there. Let's go to Joel. That's where I want to go. Let's go to Joel chapter 3, right? We gotta get this. Joel chapter 3. And we're going to get verse 7, right? That's where we're going to go. And we're going to get it in the NLT. Let's see what it says. Joel 3 and verse 7. But I will bring them back from all the places to which you sold them. Well, we all should know that we were sold. Remember what I mentioned earlier? We came on the great ship Jesus. We came on a lot of them slave ships. Jake's like, well, where are the slave ships now? They still got them, or they tore them down, burned them. They in the middle of the ocean. They could be anywhere. They could be, Esau can have them things all over the place, locked up. It's not that it didn't happen, because it did. Yahweh Shai said that we would come over here, and basically slave ships. We would come over here and serve out our punishment. Joel 3 and 7. But I will bring them back from all the place to which you sold them, and I will pay you back for everything you have done. Well, sounds like a recompense to me. Sounds like a payback is coming, right? Salakia, y'all. Is it still going? Salakia, about to have to cut my alarm off. It's time to get ready for plantation a little bit. Anyway, what scripture was I thinking? We'll go over this again. Joel 3 and 7. But I will bring them back from all the places to which you sold them, and I will pay you back for everything you have done. Like I was saying earlier, that at the end of the day, guess what? Payback is coming. Now, going into that slavery, right? We brought this out time and time again. Deuteronomy 28 and 68 tells you. This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. That's what we're going to get. These devils are in trouble. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Now, Egypt is synonymous with what? America, Babylon, land of the Chaldees, Basra, all these names. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. And Egypt was known for what? Bondage, slavery, hard slavery, servitude. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spoke unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Were we not sold on auction blocks? And if anybody said, well, that ain't true, then why is Esau every time in March making a slave movie, showing us on ships, showing us getting beat and whipped, showing our women with they cleavage on, their boobs hanging out and half naked and being beat and raped and all that. Our children fed to alligators. What is it? 12 Years a Slave, Django, all these different movies that Esau has made to remind Jake, to remind themselves, yeah, we used to have them like this. We used to have it just like this. We used to have them whips whipping and popping and cracking. That's when America was great. When we had these niggas and these spics and tontos under our boots. Let's get this again. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spoke unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there shall be sold, and ye shall be sold unto your enemies. See, it doesn't say friends there. It doesn't say family. It says enemies. For bond men and bond women, and no man shall buy you. Now that word buy goes into redeem. No one is going to redeem you. No one is going to get you out of this captivity. No one's going to get you out of this slavery. And you think that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai wasn't watching what was going on? He was watching so closely that our ancestors used to sing, swing low, sweet chariots, come to deliver us home. And how the chariots went past and watched, letting you know they've been there. The angels have been there ever since all these things been taking place. Esau Edom is going to pay for what he has done. He has a bill and it is due. Once I was saying earlier, see, Esau Edom forgotten who he has touched. Matter of fact, let's get that. Who has he touched? Zechariah chapter 2 and verse 8. For thus said the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye. Who's coming? Yahweh Shai is coming. It's coming to the nations that spoiled us, that touched us, that raped us, that hurt us, that's lied on us, that's beat us, gave us sickness and everything else, down until today. Everything they have done against the house of Israel, they will pay for it. There is no getting out. There is no crocodile tears. There is no kneeling and begging. You're going to get what you deserve. Matter of fact, what did Yahushua say? Let's go to Psalms, right? Let's go to another scripture. Psalms 75 is where we're going to go. Psalm 75. And see, now this thing want to act janky. Y'all see it. Y'all see it loading. The devil, see, I'm telling you, man. Oh, that's all right. Go ahead and do your little thing there. I got something for you. Think that's going to stop something? That ain't going to stop the show. The show must go on. I will go get the paper book. The devil think he doing something. Yeah, we got something for you. Psalms, what did I say? Um, Psalms, what is that? 75 and 8. I'm gonna get it. Bear with me, Israel. This is Psalms. Okay. Oh, so now I want to come back up. Oh, I'm trying to say I ain't got no internet. I see. I got internet. Psalms, what would I say? Psalm 75 and verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red. It is full of mixture, and he poureth out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth shall wring them out and drink them. Well, apparently, once again, the dregs of the cup, that's the bottom of the cup. That's the bitter, real bad, bitter part. Where all the slobbering, spitting, ugh. And see, Esau, Edom is going to have to drink all of this. See, this is why we tell you he's going into servitude. He's going into slavery. Everybody, well, can't he be in the kingdom with us? Yeah, he's going to be in the kingdom, y'all. He's going to be. But he's going to be a slave. Making big rocks to little rocks. Building up everything we want. And then eventually he'll be Obadiah 1 and 18. Since everybody is so worried about the white man, so-called white man. Everybody's so worried about Esau, Edom. What's going to happen to the white man? What's going to happen to them? He's going into servitude. The elite know this. The higher Edomites know this. They know what these scriptures say. They are trembling. They know the words that come out of our mouths through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They know what is going to happen. The prophets of doom, they know. Matter of fact, what was I thinking? It's proving that they not going to get out of it. Nahum chapter 1 and verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. Will not at all acquit the wicked. Do y'all understand that? Not at all. Meaning there is no way out. Yahweh Bashem Yahushua don't care about no crying. He don't care about, well, we sorry. He don't give a damn about none of that. The Lord is slow in anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. Meaning what? These devils are not going to get away with it. This is another reason why. Let's go get it. Revelation 13. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Kirby, did you cut the internet off? No, you didn't. All right. Revelation 13 and verse 9. You be down there doing stuff. Let's see. This is Revelation 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. Come on, y'all, read this. I know y'all know how to read. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. See, you Christians don't like reading this. Your Jehovah's Witnesses, your Seventh-day Adventists, your Catholics, your Mormons, and whatever's out here, they don't like reading this scripture. Oh, that already happened. No, that's already happened. That's not going to happen again. No, this is prophecy. This is a future prophecy, a future scripture. What is about to happen very soon? Of course, we got to go through the prophecies we got to go through now. But the end game, the end game is where it's at. Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. And the saints are patiently waiting. Let's get another scripture, right? We gotta get another scripture. Gotta get another one. Let's go back. Let's go to Psalms chapter 2. And we're going to get verse 8. Oh, look at that. Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen. All you other countries out there, for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Let's break that down in layman's term. We're going to go inside your head. What did Bernie Mac show? We're going to beat you to the white meat show. See? Tell you what's about to happen. This is the near future. Oh, you're teaching hate. You're teaching hate. Well, you can call it what you want to. Don't matter. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua said so. There's no getting out of this. You can stick your hand in the sand. You can act. You can cry. You can beg. You can pray to whoever you pray to. You're going to get this. The heathens and Esau, Edom. Matter of fact, let's get some more proof. Let's get some more proof. They say, what? The proof is in the pudding? Isaiah 14, right? Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring. See, this proves right here. This is a prophecy and this is the future. This has not happened yet. Isaiah 14:2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor. This is what's about to come. Why else you keep thinking we keep bringing it out and we're going to keep bringing it out? This scripture too, that solidifies it, right? Yes, I know the brothers know where I'm going. Where am I going, Akim? 2nd Ezra 6 is where I'm about to go. They know. My brothers know. Those that are listening. 2nd Ezra 6, and they already know. I could hear them saying it. And verse 9, for Esau, the Edomites, the Idumeans, for Esau, his whole kit and caboodle, from the rooter to the tutor, every last one of them. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel, is the beginning of it that followeth. So you have an understanding. Yes, World War III. Yes, the MOTB's coming. All these things are coming down the pike. But the end game in the kingdom, payback, retribution. Matter of fact, let's get one more scripture before I go. We got to get one more. You know where I'm going. I got to go get my brother Obadiah. Let me get out of here. Let's go see Obadiah for a minute. Let's see what Obadiah got to say, right? You know, Obadiah be hitting. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 10, right? Let's get it. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Now you may be wondering, cut off forever? Who's going to be cut off forever? Well, I'm going to answer that. Man, you heathens be glad you heathens. Shoot, you better hope you ain't none to eat them. Obadiah 1 and 18. Boy, it's going to be a barbecue this day. It's going to be a hell of a bonfire. Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. The whole kit and caboodle, the whole rooter to the tutor, the whole bloodline of the Edomites will be obliterated. For the Lord have spoken it. So you can get mad. You can say I'm racist. You can say whatever you want on the comment board. The scriptures don't lie. I hope you was edified. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.